Welcome back to my channel. I am Pravansu Kumar Singh, and today I am going to continue the series of Node.js core concepts. I'm going to take the session over microtask and macrotask in the event loop, and we'll see the sequence of execution of those tasks. Earlier, we have already talked about the event loop, how the event loop works, what are the type of tasks available in the event loop, and what is the priority level of the those tasks. Now we'll see the sequence of execution of tasks inside the event loop. So the execution of the code inside the event loop follows a particular pattern where the highest priority is given to the microtask queue, and then only the other tasks are taken. So if there is any callbacks available in the microtask queue, then those callbacks get executed in the call stack, then only it will move to the other task. After all the callbacks from the microtask queue get executed, then it will check for the task in the timer queue. And if there is any task in the timer queue, then one task from the timer queue get to the call stack for its execution. After the execution of that timer queue task, again it will check for the task in a microtask queue. And if there is any callbacks in the microtask queue, then those callbacks again will get executed first, then it will check for other tasks. Now inside a microtask queue also we have the next tick as higher priority of execution than the promises, while in other tasks queue we'll see the timer queue has the highest priority, and then input output queue, and then check queue, and then the close handler. Broadly dividing those tasks into two categories: microtask and macrotask. Microtask consists of process.next function promises, while the macrotask consists of the set timeout, set interval, set immediate, input output pollings, and those things. This is the diagram that represents how the function get overloaded to the leave view, and the leave view executes those functions in its background threads, and once that task get executed, then on the basis of the nature or definition of the task or type of the task, the callbacks will get pushed in a particular queue, either in microtask queue or macrotask queue. And then again it will follow the same pattern sequence of execution of code that we have earlier discussed. Now let's quickly see in the code how the things get executed if we have if microtasks and macrotasks available in that code. Like, we'll see the sequence of execution. So here in this script we see we have set interval, set timeout, and the promises. And we all know set interval and set time out callbacks get is a timer queue, get inside a timer queue, and the promises callback get inside a micro task queue. So first of all, the micro task queue get executed in the call stack, and it will print promises 1 and promises 2. After that, set interval will get executed, and it will print set interval. In the same fashion, it will follow the sequence of execution of the code of the event loop or the rules that we have earlier discussed, and then it will gives the output like that. First of all, it will print promises 1, promises 2, then set interval, and then say timeout 1. After that, it will again print promises, promise 3 and promise 4, and set interval, and then set timeout 2, and then promise 5 and promise 6. We are going to conclude the macro task and micro task executions here. We learned how the microtask and macrotask gets its priority of execution in the call stack, and also we learn the priority inside a microtask queue and the priority inside the macrotask queue. If you really likes this video and find it valuable, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Until then, keep coding, keep exploring.